served in the armed forces for 35 years, and prior to that I'd had a skiing incident when I was 18 years old and had a double meniscectomy, an operation they no longer, well, they stopped performing I think in the 1980s. It was a radical removal of cartilage, of torn cartilage. It was ridiculous. They removed virtually all of it, if not most of it. Anyway, 2 years later I was declared fit, and I was, and I could do anything anybody else could do, could run, climb, did it all. And I enlisted in the armed forces. But the heavy activity of the armed forces for 35 years pretty much finished off whatever was in there, and it just, arthritis, of course, began to set in, which will do in something like that. So I went to see Dr. Wood, and said, "Are you ready now?" And I said, "Yeah, okay, let's get this underway." And I guess it was about, that would have been May, June time frame, and then in September, early September, I got the call, and 15 October was in the Hotel Dieu. Initially I was going to go, as a matter of fact, to KGH, and you do that little form, where the risk factor form, and it turned out the only at-risk factor I had was that I was over 60 years old, so which wasn't a big deal. Other than that, I was in reasonably good health. And so after the indoctrination session that we have, it was after that I got a phone call from Dr. Wood's office and said, "Look, how about considering Hotel Dieu?" And I said, "What's the difference?" And I said, "Well, the difference is a shorter stay, and this sort of thing, and more of a concentrated effort, and you'll be out of there, obviously very, very quickly. And would you also consider maybe a spinal as a possibility too?" And I remember getting the literature on that. I thought, well, that's kind of creepy. I don't know about that. But yeah, I did. And I'm very glad I selected the change. Well, so when you go into the operating room, you're usually wheeled in. You're rarely walking in. You're kind of out of it anyway. You really don't notice what's going on. And then they say hello to you or whatever, and from other surgeries, and the next thing you know, it's count backwards and night, you're gone. But the anesthetist and the head nurse had a wonderful sense of humor. They really were pleasant people, and funny too. And here you are walking in, you're holding a little rack and waving to everybody, and you're looking around at all the, good God, is that all? Oh yeah, it's all for you, all this, just a huge array of equipment and bits and pieces and everything else. And the doc is looking over his x-rays one more time, and everybody's sort of doing their final preps and everything. And then you sit up on the edge of the table, and the anesthetist goes behind you, and the head nurse is in front of you, and puts her hands up on your shoulders, and you bend so you can expose your backbone. And then he behind you explains how it's going to go, what they're going to do. And if you feel any discomfort, indicate left or right. It's key. That means they are touching a nerve. And so he began the process, and my left hand shot up, sort of idea. He said, "Wait." And other than that, he recorrected, and really within seconds, okay, we're done. I've never really had a hospital or administrative experience to that degree, where everybody was right up on their game, really on their game, and they appeared to enjoy what they were doing. They genuinely liked what they were doing, and they didn't seem to be sullen, and you never ran into anybody with an attitude, or it didn't happen. "Hi, my name's so-and-so," and I think for the few days I was there, every time a duty anesthetist came on board, they'd appear at the door. "Hi, I'm so-and-so, how are you? How are you doing?" "Oh, good, fine, thank you very much." And the nurses would all introduce themselves, and of course they keep it down. I think there was only 5 of us on the ward at that time. 4 or 5. I think 1 hip and 3 knees, or 1 hip and 4 knees, but so it's a very concentrated number. And we all left, I believe, on the specified day. But the administrative people, the porters, everybody, they all believed and understood how important their role was in the overall scheme of things in the team approach. Who was ever running this has really got their act together, because these people are following that lead. You can tell they are, and they enjoy what they're doing.